We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Cincinnati Reds and the Toronto Blue Jays. Number 22 makes his big league debut right after this. Hyunjin Ryu, the Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
So digging in now, Phillip Ervin. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, tough to complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Roll, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
And there's out number 2.
That'll go. The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Digging in, Eugenio Suarez comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
0-2, the count to Suarez. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Reds are down and ordered. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Hunter Green is on the mound for the Reds in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Stepping up to the plate, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing and a liner. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Batting 7th, the third baseman, number 27.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Number 44 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So striding forward now, Lourdes Gurriel. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. And he takes ball 1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Roll, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Fouled away. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Called strike 0-2. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bichette over at second. Gurriel at first, one gone. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Strike one to start the at-bat. 2 down, runners at first and second. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Shaw, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Blue Jays leave a pair, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Moustakas. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Grichuk is camped under this one. 1 down. Nick Castellanos now. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Here's the first pitch to him. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Count is even, 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. The 1-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. And quickly there are 2 away.
Hey, that's a great job right there. Knowing he had time to collect himself, I love the internal clock right there. Didn't rush it, took the extra step, gathered himself, and threw a bolt to first base.
And this one's off the fists as he fights this one off, but foul. Galvis behind, 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Now batting, Reese McGuire. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Green has generated quite a bit of hype during his minor league career, and it wouldn't be too surprising if some of these opposing fans bought tickets primarily to see him pitch and maybe boo him in his debut.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
Green is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. His performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Well, listen, this is the much-anticipated debut, and they're not making it easy for him as he's making his debut on the road, but that must tell you what the organization or what that manager feels about this young pitcher. If they feel confident enough to run him out there on the road in his debut, that tells you they really like this guy.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Galvis is there. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting in, the center fielder, Billy Martinez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to hit next, the speedy Billy McKinney. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
But that finds its way through for a base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Blue Jays in is Joey Votto now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. McKinney's there for it. 1 away.
Batting it.
Stepping in, Aristides Aquino. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Hit back toward the mound. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike.
At the plate, Kirk Casale. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. His past history with Hyun-Jin Ryu, he's 0 for 5. Now a throw over to first. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. 3rd inning, no score to this point. No contact there, and it's 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Over to first, Ryu, and a dive, but he's back in there. Now the 0-1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Shaw has it. The 0-2 home. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike. Digging in, Kevin Biggio, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
The second baseman.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. There to make the catch is Green, and there's one gone.
Now batting, number 11.
Back to the top of the order now. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. A fastball here too low. It's 1-0. 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Number 44 is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2. Striding in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. Taken high and deep to right. A ball that's carrying. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first fun of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2. In now for the Reds, Nick Senzel comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Number 15.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
And that misses. 2-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Mike Moustakas. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Popped him up. Galvis calls for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Travis Shaw. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And that misses. 1-1. The bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. And it's fouled away. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. The 0-1. And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Two and 2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Some of our nation back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
0-2.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the former Philly shortstop Freddie Galvis. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up. And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that in. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. One example he brought is the number of at-bats that have gotten to a full count today. That number being 0. He said that stat alone shows that they're making it way too easy on the opposing pitching to get easy outs. So he's hoping to see a little more fight out of his hitters the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. Change up low, 2-0. Lifted down the line in left. Suarez trying to get there, and that will end up a foul ball. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Popped him up. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Riding in once again, Kevin Biggio. He popped out in his first trip. Ball 1. A ball and a strike. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here it comes.
I got to count 2-2.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Here comes Senzel. He gets there to make. The catch, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Aristides Aquino. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One and 2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Aristides Aquino goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. At the plate, Curt Casali looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra-aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch. Looking like he was going to commit on that one.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away.
Now batting.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Philip Irvin. He went down on strikes last time up. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there. That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Bottom of the inning now, trying to pick things up where we left off. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Now here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded by Galvis. Off-balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision. At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, a hit in 2 tries so far. Runners off for second. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And this one gets away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there and advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
In now, Teoscar Hernandez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Hernandez is a batting line residing in the 230s.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
A pause and the 0-2. And he strikes out. And oh boy, all he needed was a fly ball somewhere to give him the lead, but instead there are 2 gone now.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
So digging in next will be Travis Shaw. No balls and a strike to count. He's set. The 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 1 left for Toronto. We are still scoreless. At the plate, Nick sends 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Moustakas. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning. Now to the plate, Reese McGuire. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Senzel's got it.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Starts him out with a slider too low for ball 1. Green is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. He was really pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings. And as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Rendell Grichuk is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. That'll bring up Billy McKinney as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Behind 0-2 now.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2. So now to the plate, Bo Bichette pops this one up. Casali waits on it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around. Ready to begin the 8th. Ready for another chance. Nicholas. Castellanos. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. So 1 away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And up next, the former Philly shortstop Freddie Galvis. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit. Throwing a good...
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and that will be the last we see in this one of Hyun-Jin Ryu. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Sam Gaviglio will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Gaviglio typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty B, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Stepping in now, Aristides Aquino, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. The 2-0.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The set and the 2-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The set and the 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Good battle. Count remains full. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Stepping up now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And that misses ball 1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Castellanos moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. In there for strike 1. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Hit hard on the ground to second. Moustakas is there. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
Hernandez connects and sends it to deep left. And that one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
This is one of those situations you dream about when you're a kid. He steps up in a big spot and blasts his first home run of the year to take the lead. Storybook stuff has come to life.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. Last chance. Ken Giles comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 51.
So coming to the plate, Kurt Casale. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
And now a crowd reported at over 28,000 rise to their feet. Slider laid off for a ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. The Reds down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final.
Fans our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 1 run on 9 hits.